All right, let's take a look at this bad boy. What are you going to do first here? Get the absolute value by itself by doing what? Subtract the 7, so we have the absolute value of x plus 5 is what? Greater than negative 4. What do you think? What am I going to do now? Have two inequalities? So your two inequalities would be x plus 5 is what? Greater than negative 4 or what? Okay. Now, these guys should be easy enough for us to solve. X is going to be what? Greater than negative 9, or x is what? Less than negative 1. Make sure you do graph this correctly. The two numbers I'm concerned with are negative 9 and negative 1. What goes where? Negative 9 and then negative 1. What do I do with the word or? What does it mean? Or doesn't mean intersection. Or means union. That means put everything together. Now if I put everything together, how do I do x is greater than negative 9? Open circle and going which way? This guy goes all the way to the right. How do you do x is less than negative 1? Open circle and going to the left. Was I asking for the intersection? No, I was asking for what? The union. But when I put all this together, what have I done? What have I included? Huh? I'm including everything, aren't I? See, when you split this up into these two inequalities, we really shouldn't have done that. And you can, but look at the guy right here. Absolute value is always going to return what kind of number? Positive or 0, right? Well, isn't a positive or 0 always greater than a negative? So from the very beginning, it didn't matter what I plugged in here. It was always going to be true. Right? Isn't that just insane? Now, suppose this had said less than negative 4. In fact, let's take a look at something like that. If I ask you to solve the absolute value of x minus 4 is less than or equal to negative 2. With a less than or equal to symbol, then we are kind of thinking in our minds that it's what kind of situation? What are we expecting it to be? The mother hen, right, where you're keeping your distance. But notice what happens if I try to rewrite that according to what we said with the less than or equal to. If I were to rewrite that, then it would look something like this. X minus 4 is less than or equal to negative 2, while at the same time being greater than or equal to what? Now look at your inequality. Does that make sense? Is 2 less than or equal to negative 2? No. And just to make you more of a believer in this, if you're to separate this and you say x minus 4 is less than or negative 2, understanding that it's understood to be an and for intersection, x minus 4 is greater than or equal to positive 2. When you solve this, you find that x is less than or equal to 2, and x is greater than or equal to what? 6. But if you were trying to graph this, here's 2, here's 6. Less than or equal to 2 is going all the way out here. Greater than or equal to 6 is going all the way out here. What does the word and mean? Where do these guys intersect? They don't. When will a positive result be less than a negative number? Never. So what would you say here? Since we're talking about solving and we want some kind of response related to the word solution, here that means there is no solution. Any questions about these?